A longtime Lubbock tradition made a tasty return to the Lubbock Memorial Civic Center over the weekend. MCTV's Patricia Perry has all the details on the 70th Annual Lions Club Pancake Festival.
The local LGBTQ community is still in mourning following the tragic death of one of their own last week. Find out how local residents are using the recent incident to bring attention to need for change and hope for a more peaceful world.
And the 2022 Texas Tech baseball season is officially underway after the Red Raiders competed under the big league lights in Arlington. MCTV's Alejandra Salazar has a special report from this weekend's college baseball showdown, along with a wrap-up of another busy weekend for Tech athletics and sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Monday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm MaKayla Glenn.
And I'm Patricia Perry.
Over the last 2 years, many events in the Lubbock area were canceled or moved online due to the pandemic. But recently, many activities have been making an in-person comeback, including one world record-setting event held each year in downtown Lubbock. Patricia stopped by the Lubbock Memorial Civic Center on Saturday to bring us the details on this tasty tradition.
The Lubbock Lions Club is happy to be back in the saddle and serving up pancakes in person again. Now all the proceeds from this event go to local charities in hopes for the club to give back.
This is just getting back to it, back in real life, having pancakes and serving the community.
After being virtual last year because of the pandemic, the Lubbock Lions Club had high expectations, hoping to raise $150,000 at the Pancake Festival. The money they raise then gets donated to multiple charities across the Lubbock community. President of the Lubbock Lions Club says giving is the backbone of their club.
We're able to do what we're meant to do, our purpose, and that is to serve the community with our hands and feet, but also with finances, and to give that money back, just it makes our hearts smile.
Many would call Lubbock a tight community, and that means a lot to Hutton. He says that people willing to give back for a good cause warms his heart.
And it really means a lot to see your friends and family coming and supporting something like this.
Texas Tech students also fall in that tight community Lubbock has. There were many organizations that volunteered their time to help the Lions Club this past Saturday. Aiden Mullins says he enjoys getting out into the community to meet new people.
We kind of get trapped in like a little bubble there on campus, just being with like the same people all the time. So it's nice coming out and seeing, the people that are from Lubbock.
The Lubbock Lions Club wants to thank the entire community and all of the volunteers because they say without them, this event couldn't go on. For MCTV, I'm Patricia Perry.
So Patricia, I know you had a chance to serve pancakes. Did you get a chance to eat some too?
Well, MaKayla, I actually did, and I don't know if it was because of the cause it was for, but those were by far the best pancakes I have ever had in my life.
Really? I love pancakes, so I wish I got to be there.
Yeah.
Pancakes weren't the only option on the menu for students last week. Before Saturday's festival, one college here on campus held a competition that gave attendees the chance to check out a variety of culinary options based on a well-known appetizer. Last Thursday, the Davis College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources hosted a Queso Cookoff during their winter welcome event. Student orgs from the college had the chance to showcase their cooking skills while competing for the top prize, the Golden Cheese Grater. Kason Lutrick, a member of the Student Agricultural Council, says the Queso Cookoff and other events held by Kastner help bring students together.
How much of a community and a family we are, and having events like Winter Welcome and AgFest just gives students an opportunity to come out and meet new people and interact with student organizations.
At the end of Thursday's competition, Alpha Zeta was awarded this year's Golden Cheese Grater, followed by the Wildlife Association, who was given the Silver Cheese Grater for Best Presentation.
A recent murder of a Lubbock resident is continuing to bring attention to the issue of violence against members of the local LGBTQ community. On Saturday, a vigil was held in memory of Cypress Ramos, who was murdered the previous weekend in Northwest Lubbock. Ramos was a member of the local LGBTQ community, and many people came out to honor her life. Attendees described Ramos as a friend, family member, beautiful, and funny. The incident is giving many the chance to spread the word about LGBTQ violence. One attendee said they are in fear of living their lives.
A lot of you don't know this, but I'm scared to even have my back turned toward the world right now.
Other speakers at Saturday's event said they are hoping this will bring light to violence happening all over the world. They plan to use Ramos' death as motivation to spread the word about LGBTQ violence and be a voice for all trans individuals. Over the weekend, the South Plains got a break from windy conditions and residents were able to enjoy some sunshine and mild temperatures.
That's right, Patricia. Highs even climbed into the mid-70s yesterday afternoon, but it's looking like yesterday's spring-like conditions will be short-lived as winter makes a return later this week. Let's take a look at the MCTV's forecast. The MCTV Tower Cam has been showing cloudy skies throughout the day today, and we've also seen a return of gusty winds. Wind speeds have stayed around 25 to 35 miles per hour, with gusts reaching as high as 40. Temperatures have risen into the 70s again this afternoon, but that will be as warm as it gets this week. Tonight, the windy conditions will continue, but temperatures will stay above the freezing mark and only drop into the 40s. Tomorrow, we'll see a return of mild conditions with highs in the mid to upper 60s with lots of sunshine and a slight breeze. But tomorrow will also be the last day of warmer weather before a cold front comes through the area on Tuesday night. Late tomorrow afternoon, an increase in winds will begin dropping temperatures into the evening. By midnight on Wednesday, lows should reach the freezing mark, but temperatures will continue to drop until shortly after sunrise. Students heading to class Wednesday morning can expect temperatures in the teens, with a wind chill around 0 degrees. After Wednesday's chilly start, temperatures won't get much warmer, with highs only climbing into the mid-20s in the afternoon. Lows will drop back into the teens on Wednesday night, but we'll see a slight warm-up on Thursday as temperatures climb above freezing by the afternoon. Looking ahead, cold front will continue to keep temperatures low into the weekend, but the beginning of March is currently forecast to start with a warm-up as we head into the last few weeks of winter.
Spring may not have sprung just yet, but Tech's boys of summer already hit the field for the first time this weekend. MCTV's Alejandra Salazar headed to the Metroplex to see what the Red Raiders have in store for the 2022 season.
The Texas Tech baseball season kicks off here at Globe Life Field, home of the Texas Rangers, where 6 teams come to compete and play against schools from the SEC, Pac-12, and Big 12. Fans gathered round at Globe Life Field to come support Texas Tech as they kicked off their season competing at the State Farm College Baseball Showdown. Texas Tech started their first night at the stadium with a big win against Big Ten's Michigan, where they came back after being down 4 runs.
You know, these guys, they want to be great, and again, they've been, it's day one, and yeah, the 9th inning we put some good at-bats together, and he also gave us some free base runners.
Of the 6 teams in Arlington this opening weekend, the Red Raiders are the only program making its second trip as it was a part of the inaugural event last season.
These guys are doing a good job putting this tournament on, and tip your hat to Michigan. Their starter threw the ball really well.
The Red Raiders will be hosting Dallas Baptist tomorrow at 2 p.m. To view the full schedule for the 2022 season, you can check out texastech.com. For MCTV, I'm Alejandra Salazar.
The start of Red Raiders baseball season in Arlington may have caught the attention of some fans over the weekend, but the biggest headline in Tech's athletics came a little farther south in the state's capital.
Alejandra joins us now live in studio with that story and more in sports. Alejandra.
Thanks, Patricia and MaKayla. Starting off, the men's basketball team took on the Texas Longhorns in Austin this past Saturday. The Red Raiders swept the regular season series over the Longhorns for the 2nd straight year, winning 61-55. Tech finished the game with 3 players in double figures, with Adonis Arms scoring 10 points, joining Bryson Williams, who led the team with 17 points, and Clarence Ndaldi with 14. Newly ranked number 9 Texas Tech returns to action against Oklahoma at 7 p.m. tomorrow at the United Supermarkets Arena. The Red Raiders come into this game with a 16-0 record on their home court, so you won't want to miss this matchup. On the other hand, the Lady Raider basketball team hosted Kansas. They dropped a final possession heartbreaker to the Jayhawks, falling 71-68. In the end, 4 Lady Raiders finished in double figures. Vivian Gray led the team with 23 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals. The ladies will be back to host West Virginia on Wednesday. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. The game will be available on Big 12 Now on ESPN+, but you can stay up to date with scores and stats by visiting texastech.com. Switching to softball, the Red Raiders traveled to Clearwater, Florida to compete at the St. Pete Elite Invitational. The tournament didn't go as expected for the Red Raiders, but they did manage to get in the Sports Center top 10 with a tremendous catch from Demi Elder, who robbed a batter of a home run by falling through the temporary fence to make the grab. The ladies will compete next in the Mary Nutter Collegiate Classic in Cathedral City, California. You can check out the full tournament schedule on texastech.com. Well, that's all for sports. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Alejandra. The 2022 Winter Olympic Games officially came to an end yesterday with the closing ceremonies in Beijing, China.
One of this year's final events was the pairs figure skating competition. And although Texas Tech may not be known for its winter sports, a Red Raider had a chance to bring home the gold. Ashley Kane is a graduate of Texas Tech's TTU K-12 distance learning program. Kane was also a member of the Olympic pairs figure skating team. Kane is from Euless, Texas, and she has been training to be an Olympic figure skater since she was a child. In 2009, she made Team USA, and her schedule caused her to miss school on a regular basis. Kane eventually enrolled in the TTU K-12 program and went on to earn her high school degree. On Friday and Saturday, Kane competed with her partner Timothy Leigh Duke in pairs skating. The team missed out on Olympic gold, finishing in 8th place. Regardless, Kane was the only athlete from Team USA with a connection to West Texas. Kane and Leigh Duke's appearance in this year's Olympics also made headlines on Friday, as Leigh Duke was the first non-binary athlete to compete in the Winter Olympics.
So, Patricia, did you have a chance to watch any of this year's Winter Olympic Games?
I actually did, and let me just say they are amazing at what they do.
I know, I love the figure skating competitions.
For sure.
That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you on Thursday.